Hey guys, so today we're gonna be seeing Pepe, and in the weekly time frame we look at the main key level of point triple zero triple zero 579. This 579 level is very key support in terms of if price action. If you want to hold, if you want Pepe to hold for a long time, if you are buying it or if you are just wanting to sell it. Okay, so one key thing that is main that is very important is the RSI. How the RSI has cooled down since like March of 2024 since here, like from at the current level like 16 June 2025, we can clearly see that the RSI is keen on making lower lows, lower highs. Okay, so one key thing that I noticed in Pepe was that these were higher highs. Okay, so in the price, these was higher high, and this is in the RSI, these were lower lows. That is why a crash came in December 2024 and it brought down Pepe like 50%, more than 50%, if I'm not wrong. It brought 80%. Okay, so this 80% downfall was imminent because of this weekly bearish divergence. Let's just see if we got any divergence in the current weekly test setup. The thing is, the very important thing is that we have a key level of monthly open or weekly open, both at the right both at the around the current price, and we have a key trend line from here, like from the bottom. If we see from March 2025, we can clearly see this is our trend line and we are actually about to break it. So we have to make sure, or we have to wait before anything. Like if you have to build a long position, you have to wait for the closing of this candle. If you have to make a short position, then also you'll have to make sure that you wait for the closing of this candle. Why I'm saying so? Because there are crucial levels of things that you need to take in account. The first thing is these monthly weekly opening levels are also key resistances, and this trend line is also key support. So the price has constricted itself in a tight range, but the thing is any side breakout would be very big. Okay, so what I'm expecting for Pepe to do is, if it breaks down from this trend line, we could expect like 15% dump, and where our next support will come into place. Okay, the next support would be this line over here, and this is a good line. If you go on into the previous weekly supports level, this is a good line at 875. This could be imminent, this could come. And also the target for the short, if you are building shorts here, and you could place your stop loss just below the weekly high at around 14%, and that your target would be minimum a crash of 43 to 44%. This would be a short trade setup for Pepe. This would be how I would plan my trade, but this trade would not enter, this would not start until and unless this trend line is broken and the weekly price action has closed below this trend line. So this would be the short setup. Let's just go into the weekly daily time frame, and let's see how things are looking right now. In the daily time frame also, you can clearly see that price is trying to hold this level at the daily opening level, but the thing is that in the daily time frame, the structure is already bearish from the lower highs. It is the price is making lower highs, and you can clearly see these are lower highs. So we need some kind of breakout out of this range. You can clearly see that this is also a breakout, is also an important zone. So we can draw a trend line like this, and we need to make sure that price sustains above all these level and comes above 11 81 or something like that. And this could be the move that you would be expecting in Pepe. Okay, so if you're planning for a long trade, your long trade would not initiate up until you are above this trend line and these monthly and weekly opening levels. And then when the price is there, you can put a stop loss of like 10%, and you can start your trade until the high of this range. This would be also a massive setup for Pepe. If you want to trade in Pepe, this would be a long side. Your entry would not be started until and unless it is broken this trend line, it has come above the monthly and weekly opening levels. Okay, so this was my analysis in Pepe. These are the two things that could happen, and both things I'm not talking about both scenarios. I'm just giving you trade setups for both cases if you want to trade. Okay, so the current market cap of Pepe is around, I think, 4 billion. We can expect if at 30% we can expect more, something like 5 billion or something. If we go at the funding data, we see that there have been massive shorts opening at these level, which are getting liquidated right now just as we are talking. You can clearly see this is a short squeeze. Why? Because the open interest is now declining, and this decline in open interest clearly signifies that we are actually in a people are actually building shorts over here. That is why they are getting liquidated right now. Okay, so that was my analysis on Pepe. I hope you understand. I hope you got to know something. I hope you got to learn something. If you guys got to learn something about Pepe, make sure you subscribe to the channel and join our Telegram, because everything is free on the Telegram, and I'll be posting all these charts on the Telegram for free.